What's up, guys? Masta Styles here, bringing another episode in the No Money Spent series, and it is week 3. So it didn't end up being Dominic and Masrani in the banners. It actually ended up being Aries and Anpu. So we're gonna do some summons. So let's go inside here and see what we got. Let's do this prototype. Hopefully we get something good. If not, it's all good. So as you can see, we have 60 limited tickets. So we are gonna summon for Anpu, and it's also double chip, which is, when you're a new account, double chip event isn't that great because chances are you really don't have that much tickets to begin with. And the other side is we are not spending no money on this account. So here I'm going to pick up Astro tickets because I decided that I'm gonna pass on Atlantis for right now because I think there's more value in trying to farm out the Astro tickets because you do have access to multiple different triple S's that you could get from pulling from her banner, and there's a lot of resources in here. So let's go. As you can see, boom, 5 shards, which is a great start. It's gonna take me some time to get another 10, and we'll continue to do that. So here we're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna try to see if we can get us a copy of Anpu. I passed up on Aries because on my main account I have him hyper evolved, and he's very niche base. But I do notice that with Aries, he does tend to do a lot of damage when there's multiple characters on the board. So I'm very interested to see how he does in Twilight Lands. So see, we got our copy of Anpu, and also they also have Galactic Treasure, which also would give me another copy of Anpu. I kind of wish it was a different character because then we could have gotten, Anpu through the Galactic Treasure, and then also get, a copy of whoever the other character was. You gotta pick up those gene hybrids here. If you have the resources to get the character you want, I do suggest you pick up the gene hybrid first, especially it being double chip. Maybe you don't have that, but you want to make sure you pick up those gene hybrids. So now we're gonna take a look at the roster. As you can see, we're now at 5 triple S's. I also picked up Cervelli because it only makes sense to pick up Cervelli with Anpu because they go hand in hand. As you can see, it's going to take a lot of work to build them out. I did get a copy of her from the Endless Battle store, and there's other options, but I think it was the one that made sense because I was picking up Anpu. And if you're going to build out this summoner team, you need Anpu and you're going to need Cervelli. So let's take a look at our hero levels here. As you can see, we're now at 159. Leo's over that. This is the point where now you need soul rubelites. So to get to 160, you're gonna need 25,000 soul rubelites. That's a lot. So this is why you need to farm your Crimson Abyss. So here, this is one of the things that I haven't talked about yet. And if you've been playing the game, you should be aware of this. You want to make sure you get into a guild, and it needs to be level 3 or higher for you to access the guild technology. The guild technology is another place where you can gain additional stats. Eventually, I'll make a video separately about this, but throughout the series, I will continue to update this as we go along. So as you can see, we also unlocked smelting, the ability to smelt your gear and automatically disposing gears that you're not going to use, so they get turned into tokens, as you can see here. One tip for people at mid game and end game: if you're running into bag space issue, one quick tip that will work is smelting the gears that you get from Ancient Alt, right? By going through smelting the D's, the C's, and you can hold on to your B's in the higher graded gear. That will definitely help you because you're gonna end up getting those gears back anyways. So here we're gonna go through the elite chapter to pick up our copy of Daniel. And as you can see, you want to make sure you're on top of, play. If you play every day, obviously, make sure you're on top of, targeting the heroes that you want. So for me, I knew I wanted Daniel. And while I was doing this, the hero event for Daniel was still live. So I knew that I needed to get him to a certain level so I can get a couple additional rewards and an extra copy of him. So it only made sense to pick up Daniel here, and I can't wait till the next elite chapter to see who's going to be in there. So we'll continue here, and as you can see, we'll continue to level up Daniel. So now we're going to pop into Ancient Altars, and the thing about this is mid-game, end-game, we want a higher level beyond Hell. So one tip about when it comes to Ancient Altar is whatever level you can clear, you want to attack that level 3 times. So that way you can get more resources. So for instance, this one, I attacked it 3 times. I couldn't beat it in one clear, but I ended up attacking it 3 times, which gave me 3 limited tickets. You can get more than 3. On my main account, I'm getting up to about 9 limited tickets a week just from attacking, So here, this first team doesn't really matter because they're gonna get wiped out anyways. And I put Luke in here just for the sake of damage. I can't really use him for the final boss because he's better with stages that have multiple enemies. As you can see, the team easily got wiped out, which is fine. The main focus outside of the main boss is this sub boss right here, and you want to make sure you defeat this one because when you get to the main boss, you're not gonna have to deal with the shield, and the shield, obviously, if it's there, you're not doing any damage to the boss. So getting rid of this sub boss here would be ideal. So you want to make sure you use, if you have good summoners, use summoners. Summoners definitely work here. They're amazing. They literally recommend that you use summoners for this one. So once I get to a certain level, I will no longer use a healer because I will have Cervelli, and Cervelli will help me out. Yes, you're probably wondering why not put Dan here, or Daniel, I should say. I don't put Daniel in here because I need him for the main boss because he does so much damage, and he's the one he's my main damage dealer outside of Taylor. That's why he's with the main boss and not here with the summoner team. I have Mark in here. He doesn't really do much. He's just a placeholder, and I couldn't think of somebody else that would do what he does, and I don't really have anybody else that I would trust to be in here anyways. So I just put him in there for right now. I know that I'm gonna clear it because there's no shield that pops up the damage that the boss does. Yes, it is a lot, but at the same time, this is why I have a healer here. And depending on the level that you have, you want to attack this one multiple times, whatever stage you can clear multiple times, so you can get additional resources instead of just clearing it in one go. That's what I used to do in the beginning on my main account. When I could do it, I would just attack all 5 of them. Then I learned that, hey, if I attack it 3 times, I can get potentially 9 unlimited tickets. Obviously that's on the Hell stage, but for down here, you can probably get 3 limited tickets for the 3 attempts. So here, as you can see, the team is going along nicely. Of course, Bot Mark's gonna die because I haven't really cured him and I'm not really focused on him. The main damage dealer here is Taylor, like I mentioned, and Daniel. So as you can see, the boss is down. Let's see what reward we got from this one. I know we're gonna get at least one limited ticket, which is fine, and we got some advanced and some other gears that we're probably going to end up not using. Another thing you should know if you are struggling with ancient altars, you don't need to completely beat the boss. You just need to do a set amount of damage, and you want to make sure you get to 4 so you can get the level 3 and the level 4 rewards. So here I was checking to see if I would have gotten some extra limited tickets, but apparently not. And this week I'll just continue to focus on getting as much limited tickets as I can, because Thursday will be an update of the game and we'll have 2 new banners, and I'm gonna have to choose again. Like I said, it's free to play, so I don't have the luxury of throwing money at the game, and that's against the rules anyway. So if you like content like this, and then you want to subscribe, you want to check out the earlier episodes in the series to see our progression, there may be something in there that could help you with playing this game. So without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Until the next one, peace.